Way cool!
Ad break time. We'll be running 3 minutes of ads to prevent pre-roll ads for new viewers. Your patience is appreciated, and we will resume after these messages. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and all the dear sweet souls that lie in between, we've come together to live the retro dream here in Subcon. Let's enjoy another blast from the past.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Happy Saturday to you. It's a special edition of the stream. I am your guy, Manic Socratic, joined by my merry band of moderators, Kilgore Bergeron, Panic Sloth, Brave Book, and Navigator Bowman, and we rock retro here 3 days a week. And today we feature a special game from deep in the center of my teenage years. This game got me through a whole lot of things, and I'm happy to present to you Mr. Bones for the Sega Saturn. Oh my goodness, y'all are already spicy. I only ended stream 14 hours ago and picked it right up now, and y'all didn't skip a beat, my word. The way that y'all just started crashing in here, Girl Tricks maintaining her spot right off the bat, Small Cube nipping at her heels, IMK Franklin in the house, dear, sweet, lovely Hambelina here, and probably Elise as well. Hello, dear little Elise, you little cutie. And actually, both of Elise's parents are here in the form of Hambelina and Scissors Deep. Good to have y'all here. The musician, John J. Torres 2000 in the house as well. Elise is typing under Scissors account. Awesome. Subcon hype. And to answer your question, Kilgore Bergeron, that was the voice of Hambelina. I'm trying something out. I like it so far. We'll see how far I can take it. Oh my goodness, what a day. It always feels good that I can somehow be a family affair. And I know Panic Sloth occasionally has their children here. MX Bones representing, and I toast to you with a Diet Dr. Pepper. Hope you slept well, Panic Sloth. I know you were going for the best sleep ever last night. That kind of sleep where you don't have to have an alarm. There's no children who will stir you. It's gonna feel really good. Man, I might as well not delay. This isn't a very long game. I think if all goes well, it's maybe a 3-hour game. But there are some difficult parts. There are some nasty parts, and you'll see them as they come along. Amazing sleep for Panic Sloth. I love it. Glad to have you here too. So, my Saturn, its body is ready. Rose Chat Queen! Rose Chat Queen, Rose Chat Queen. Lovely to have you here, Rose. Hope all is well. I hope you and college are being the best of friends, that you're studying well. I know you're not streaming lately, at least I don't think you are, but nevertheless, you are still a streamer in my heart. Girl Tricks, 3 hours of distraction you need during work. I will certainly do my best, and I hope the game itself will provide something fun and interesting to look at. I've certainly had to spend the past couple of years fitting in replays of Mr. Bones, because you know when you're young and you play video games, and you know those games are all you have. There's especially for people my age where there were no, you know, for the longest time there were no ROM sites. The computers we had couldn't power an emulator. Hard drive space was incredibly limited. You couldn't, if you could emulate, you had a very luxurious life, you know, or you had the consoles and that was pretty decent. But if you had the consoles, well, you only had so many games to play. So you play the absolute dickens out of what you have on hand. And even the nastiest games you can think of were games that you could get good at. I can also think of NES Karate Kid. Absolutely terrible game. Complete motherfucker of a game to play. But I beat it constantly. Little did I know that I was a tiny speedrunner and had no idea of what I was actually accomplishing back then. Because that's just what things do with our with our relationship with video games as time goes on. And here in my early teens, this game, Mr. Bones, came out in about 1996. I would have been about 12 years old. And everyone who has been 12 years old or thereabout knows what it feels like to be 12 years old. Like, sure, there's still those sweet little parts of childhood, some of that carefree stuff, but then the walls of adolescence are starting to close in on you. No matter how slowly or quickly they close in on you, it still feels overwhelming. And sometimes the only comfort you have is a book, a song, or a video game. And that's one of the founding philosophies of why I stream, that these old games that we play, these old games could have been your only comfort in a dark time, or they were your best friend during some of the best times in your life. Whatever the case may be, this game was something memorable, something powerful for you. And that's what Mr. Bones is to me, and I'm really happy to present it here. Mr. Bones is a 2-disc game, which was absolutely bananas at the time, because it contains an absolute crapload of cutscenes. There's a lot of the narrative that gets told in between the levels, and the music also features some wonderful original music from the late great Ronnie Montrose. He headed up a couple of bands. Like, he wasn't ever the biggest blues musician, but for those who were fairly big into music, I would hazard a guess that that Ronnie Montrose probably came up on your radar at least once or twice. And in fact, if you are in my Discord and you head on over to the Boombox, I just dropped a very special zip file. And that's as much as I will say about that. John J., you got games like those, the ones that helped you a ton during times of struggle? Yeah, that's exactly it. And that's why you can still play them to this day. Even if you only play them for 10 minutes, you play them for a little bit, and all you need the game to do anymore is to give you that little sense of that things will be all right. That whatever this painful struggle you have at the moment is temporary. And that's why keeping these old games together is important. We shouldn't let these games go away. Small key, these days it's Assassin's Creed and some CS:GO. Perfect. Whatever it takes. Absolutely whatever it takes. So let's move on down now that I've said my piece and I've spilled my guts. Oh, Animal Crossing, even better. So yeah, just to kind of further drive home the actual Sega Saturn experience, here we are in the BIOS menu here, and Nerdy Minish, the boy has arrived. Nerdy Minish is here to hang out with Mr. Bones too. I hope you enjoy things, Nerdy Minish. I appreciate you very much. Oh man, have you been cranking out any more drawings, or do you have any art in progress right now? And what I might also do here, I might cheese this a little bit if the cartridge allows it for me. Looks like it's not, but I can pull the card of an invincibility code here. But I'm gonna try to play the game without a safety net here. We're gonna do this right. So happy Saturday to you all. Let's enjoy Mr. Bones, and I hope these old hands of mine can do what they did 25 years ago. New OC? Oh, your universe just keeps expanding, Nerdy Minish. I love it. You're just so full of ideas all the time. New OC named Hattie. Excellent. Is Hattie related to anyone in your universe? Or did not mean to start, but that's okay. It's probably the right thing to do. Let's get it right from the intro here. to the graveyard.
Midnight. Day one of a new world. Every night the army of darkness gains more soldiers. Tonight, the world will be mine. One single night, my army of darkness, of purity, will descend upon the earth. Then there will be no more conflict, no more struggle between good and evil. There will only be evil. The world will be pure as the black void of space. Only in absolute purity can absolute beauty be found. And the only purity there is evil.
Didn't I used to have more skin on these bones? Man, you know I got the blues. Excuse me, did I miss something? What's going on? Oh, I see. Nice talking to you. Somebody's messing with something he shouldn't be messing with. Now we're living proof of that. Undead proof anyway.
You are an impurity.
Hey, let's not get personal now.
You will be dissolved.
Uh-oh.
It's time to escape the graveyard. Now that we've established that a man named Dagulian uses his evil drums to control an undead army of skeletons. And it's just a simple auto-scrolling level to start things out. Just to set the scene, to set the mood. And you can usually, it is pretty random when some of your enemy skeletons will appear from the left side, but you can usually bait them into jumping down at you, because once they jump, they don't come back up, so you can leverage that a little bit. And so the game impresses upon us from the very beginning: blue good, red bad, and with my blue eyes and energy restoring objects being colored blue, and pits of what is known as skeletism, skeletal magnetism, that help to bind together the bones and make them animated once again. And so Mr. Bones ends up containing a bunch of mini games. This is one of like 2 or 3 auto scrollers in the entire game, and but we get to see a whole heck of a lot more variety later on with the ways that we interact with the world that's being built here. My, what a large graveyard. an introductory level, this one's probably a little bit, you know, a little bit longer than what you would think it would be. But you know, this is '96, so we're still in the hardcore era of games. And so usually in these games, you jump with the C button. I might die already. And so what my energy bar is not just my energy bar. It is the level of skeletism that I have in my body, and thus skeletism being the adhesive that keeps me physically together. And yeah, I might die here in the first level. Wonderful. But when your skeletism is low, it is much easier. When your skeletism is low, it is much easier to fall apart when you're hit, and then you know you lose all your energy, and down you go. I think you get the gist of this first level. So thankfully, this game, the one kindness that this game gives to you is that it saves your progress after every single level. So I'm just going to take us on over to the second level, Mausoleum. Panic Sloth, your skeletism must always be low. Always feels like you're falling apart, right? Yeah. And what ends up being interesting, I think, in a lot of these levels is that they basically do turn into rhythm games. That things come at you in very specific patterns, and you have to respond to them appropriately. I'm being very cautious about grabbing that skull in the middle of the stage because that is a complete life refill, and I might need it later. Oh boy, now they're coming to attack me. And this is my one defense, my one weapon, is if I hold B, then I get to leech skeletism out of my enemies. Oh boy. And I can regain a tiny amount of energy by exploiting this, so. Okay, they dropped off, and now to the end I go. And with a little piano sweep, the level is over. And now for a more traditional platforming level, the Valley. A 3-part escape from the spooky place where I was buried. You know, for not having any muscles, Mr. Bones got hops. Dude really can jump like a madman. Oh no, stole my leg. This is something that gets to happen throughout this level, is that some of these ground-bound skelly boys, they'll snatch your body parts, and then you have to go underground to recover them. So thankfully my leg was right there. Little jump on this switch that has some very terrible collision detection, and I'm through that first part. Oh, and that grave marker is blue, so give me some of that energy. Getting wiggly. Yeah, I mean, if your entire life force were getting sucked out of you, you'd probably act the same. And kind of a clumsy mechanic, if you want to grab onto something after you have jumped on it, after you've jumped up, you have to press the jump button again, and that tells the game, oh, it's jumping time. Oh, no, you stole my leg! Crap, now I gotta go down below somewhere. I'm half the bones I used to be. Least I can do is get my skeletism back up by zapping these guys. Because of what I see here, I'm gonna have to go find wherever that magic button is that opens the next area. Oh, I got more pieces. I got more pieces of myself back. No, don't kick me. Don't kick me, bro. Okay. Woo! I'm whole again. But because I'm at half of my life, I have to take care to not take too many bumps or falls, or else it's all gonna fall apart. And that's why I'm mashing the A button as well, because the A button will temporarily charge your skeletism. That's why you see my energy meter with the blue outline. That's what happens when you mash the A button. So it's like a temporary substitute for having a full life bar. All right, where is that magic button I need to press? Dang it. You know, sometimes you can get your skeletism a little too charged, and you'll attract extra pieces that will just flop around like that. Really, really neat character modeling system, I think, with the sprites here. All right, maybe I gotta push this out of the way, and maybe there's a button down there. Yep, that's a button. Zapped him. Okay, found the button, and it should be smooth sailing because I've defeated every enemy on the way. There we go. Next phase. Sometimes down in these caverns there are some nice blue mushrooms that grow, so I can hopefully get a little bit of extra health out of this. Or I can just zap these guys and reclaim a tiny bit. Oh boy. Woo! That was scary. I would love to have a full life bar again at some point. That would be great. That would feel wonderful. No, no. Okay. No, I need both legs to jump. Whew. Key button. Good. And I'm just gonna keep running. Oh no, no! Stole my leg again. Alright, gonna have to get some revenge. Take my hips, take my legs, but don't take my arms. I kinda need them to defend myself. Dang it. Okay, I have one arm. I'm at the bare minimum to be functional. Now I gotta go find the rest of my bits and pieces here, but at least I'm getting my energy refilled, so that's a minor consolation prize. Okay. I mean, who hasn't felt the pain of having to continue ahead in life with only the bare minimum of pieces? Like, metaphorically, all I have left is an arm and ribs and a spine. And I don't think I have, yeah, I don't have enough to push this out of the way. And I need to be whole to complete the level, so this is kind of a nightmare. Because I won't be able to jump enough or grip enough or anything like that, so now I have to really backtrack. These are the parts of the game that get really kind of nightmarishly hard. Can't go up? Okay. Can I give another try to pushing this out of the way? Oh, I'm getting some movement. It's like a pixel, but it's happening. Panic Sloth, you get it. You know the feeling. Oh, there we go. Yeah, jank collision detection, because, you know, that's just how games got to go back in the day. Slowly, slowly. Can't create any leverage to push things with only a single arm and, like, at the bottom of my spine. I just need to be able to slip through that tiny hole. Because yeah, there is otherwise nowhere else for me to go. I can't make the jump to go back. I can't make the jump to go forward, so I'm stuck in this area. And I may reach a point where skipping this level is becomes the right idea. Because I'm not here to show, you know, complete mastery. I'm here to tell a story. Yeah, give me bones. Oh, he finally gave a legitimate push. The collision detection finally figured itself out for like a few seconds. Clearly, I found the one pushable gravestone that the developers maybe skipped over in QA. Oh, I'm getting it in. Getting it in. Oh gosh. Yes! A second arm? Bless. Oh, I still need to recover 2 legs somehow though. I'm not sure how much I can accomplish with my 2 arms, but I'm gonna try to do stuff. But having my legs back would be nice, unless I just for the first time ever found a soft lock condition. Oh no, I'm back, baby. We are moving and a grooving. Now to go recover some legs. Legs and hips. Now you're all gonna pay. Yeah, I guess by all technicalities, Mr. Bones himself, we've got a Ship of Theseus problem with Mr. Bones, is that Mr. Bones is, in essence, just the skull and spine, and then by the time we finish the game, we may not have the same, we're not gonna have the same bones that we started with. But I guess that's the beauty of being a sentient skeleton, you know? Fully boned indeed. Please feel free to make all the bone puns you wish. I'm not gonna get mad at it. Now we got some ghosts and got a little energy refill. At least the ghost can't steal my bones. Really neat pseudo 3D effect right there. Woo! Finally. That was scary.
I'm stiff as a wet sheet in a cold snap. You better face facts, Mr. Bones. They ain't gonna leave you alone. Some red-eyed devil's gonna make his bones tonight. Yeah, maybe I should just let him. What's that sound? Yeah, maybe there's a hotel I could hole up in. Some gingerbread house, bed and breakfast, skeleton hotel. I don't know this place, but I know that sound. But how do I know?
Is someone out there? Who are you? What do you want? No, I know someone's out there. Either come inside or be on your way.
How does that thing do that? It'll make that pretty noise.
What, you've been dead for 50 years? It's called a guitar, son. Why don't you try one on for size? Don't think about it. Just play it. There you go.
Oh, sounds like I'm back in serious jelly.
Are you messing with the Gullion?
The Gullion?
The man with the drums.
Yes, sir, we are messing.
You'd better hang on to that guitar. It might come in handy.
Thanks. Later on. How about that? One chord and I wigged him. Now y'all can't talk, but you can listen and maybe even feel.
Here's the part, where I think the game really starts to. That cutscene is really where it sets out the game's personality. This is just a rhythm game portion. As long as you press any button on B, you're good. Your metal hands are visible to me, Handalina.
like this could be downright depressing.
Night of the Bats. These are a series of levels that can be a huge pain in the ass because you have to make sure to assemble yourself correctly. The bats take your bones.
Oh, there go all my bones.
Scatter you around the level. But yes. Sorry to say, Hambelina, these are not the kind and friendly bats who would gladly help you. Contrix! Good to see you, Contrix. I hope all is well for you. So yes, I have to collect my bones. Well, all bats are kind and friendly when you're around. Maybe you could help out here in this level, Hambelina, if you showed up and told these bats who their real owner is. Yeah, those Nosferatu looking guys, they are tough. Yeah, Hambelina, your bats are getting out of line. Go let them know what they should really be doing. Because otherwise, I gotta zap them in self-defense. Yeah, go pollinate something, bats. Listen to Hambelina for once. Oh, I got my hips. Oh no. Uh-oh, I'm in a tough spot here. Come on, we just finish off the zombie. Oh boy, we got two of them. Okay, now this is the fun part, is that that's the end of level marker. And as such, the end of level marker requires that I have only ribs and one arm. So I get to break myself apart, use this platform, recharge my skeletism, and reassemble myself as it wishes. So such ends the Night of the Bats, and now it's time for Dawn of the Bats. Not sure why this bat thing needed to be stretched over 3 levels, but bless him for giving all the bats some love. And I'm not at all sure what that rumbling is. Couldn't tell you. Oh, and for some reason, it's only the black bats who will rob your body parts. The other bats will just annoy you. Oh well, I'll find an arm later. It's okay. But I would like to, not be completely defenseless here. Okay, hips are good, but a fella needs some limbs here. A skella needs some limbs here. One-armed pull-ups. Look at that. What an animal. Absolutely cut for a skeleton. Oh boy. I gotta be quick there. Right? Gotta envy that kind of upper body strength. Dales, oh my goodness! The very wonderful Dales checking in from Germany. Good to see you, Dales. I hope all is lovely for you. I've lurked your streams while I'm at work, and you are just as strong as you've ever been. Really wonderful games you've been playing lately. You have so many cool concepts, and I always love the tavern concept on your stream. So any of you who have time during the day, on weekdays, go check out Dales, and especially if you'd like to brush up on your German. Always love for you, Dales. I enjoyed our more frequent encounters back in the day, but I know life goes on, so things have to change sometimes. But my Saturn finally gets some love here on the stream today, and Mr. Bones is always a good choice. Oh, 2 arms. Can I get one of them nice little bluebirds to really juice me up here? Yes, everything's coming up Bones. Ah, dang it. Oh, come on. Come on. Rude. I'm just trying to survive here. After this month, need to pull a manic, take a break too. Newfound respect for the streaming plans. October was a weird month for me, but sometimes that's just what happens in life. But I'm, streaming wise, on a personal level, October was one of the best things to ever happen to me. But yeah, sometimes, I've said it before. I'll say it again. Twitch always comes second. Whatever maintains your stability outside of Twitch should always be looked at first. But yeah, I'm happy with how life looks going forward now, Dales. So take your break, do what you need to do for yourself. And I think I'm gonna move on to Day of the Bats. And I love your Halloween themed emotes, Dales. Oh my goodness. Peak mood since returning. There are some wonderful things that happen in streaming to make a person feel good. I always miss streaming when I'm away, but I realize that streaming is a great luxury. Streamers, life outside of streaming? Sometimes, yes. I don't know how full-time streamers do it, but for people like me, I gotta do stuff outside of streaming, and there's photographic proof of that. Uh-oh. I'm out of arms. I'm out of ribs, I'm out of everything. Give me my connector pieces back. Buttspot has been a real wild boy lately. I don't know how to explain its behavior, but you just gotta let Buttspot do its thing, because you can't really control it otherwise. Yeah, Ambelina, you're gonna have to start a bat boot camp, because these boys are really misbehaving on a whole other level. This game is about a skeleton named Mr. Bones. There's a man named Dagulian who wants to take over the world using his invention of skeletism. So Dagulian, one night, hatched his master plan. He took over a graveyard with his skeletism and used his evil drums to animate an entire army of the undead. But for whatever reason, our character, our protagonist, Mr. Bones, is an impurity in Dagulian's plans for a world that is entirely evil. Now, I guess, Ambelina, what it is going to come down to with that boot camp is, you know, just like you know, when they do canine training, some dogs will have the temperament for it and some won't. So there's gonna be a few that you have to cull. They're like winged cats. You can tell them to do something, but they'll stare at you with their one brain cell like they've got no idea what you're saying. Sky kitties. I mean, you are fully versed in dumb kitties with the two that occupy your house. Sometimes you have to be very methodical here. Winged fluffy boys. Uh-oh. One of the sound effects got stuck. I think I'm almost done with this level. Little winged, weird-nosed floofers. Ooh, and I think I can... Yeah, I can grab onto that. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 you are not doing this to me. Those guys can kill you quick. Mr. Bones sounds like I do in the morning. All that crackling. So, Mr. Bones is setting out Contrix. Mr. Bones is setting out to defeat Dagulian and all of his evil designs. As the impurity, it seems to be his job to do so. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to take the low road here. Seems like those black bats are attracted to the skeletism. Instead of being out for blood or insects, these bats are like, you know what? I need some of that tasty, weird substance that this strange dude in a giant gothic tower injected into a cemetery. Totally makes sense. Perfect spooky game, yeah, especially paired with Clock Tower tomorrow. Oh, he fell to his death. Womp womp. Oh, screw it. Tagging the end level thing, but the bats aren't done with me yet. There's one more act of aggression that they have against me. And here's the other another auto-scroller. Absolutely love the music on this one, Hambelina. Incredibly, I mean, you know it already, incredibly musical game, and it embraces that fact so much. Ronnie Montrose did an incredible job on this soundtrack. Your cat wants attention, Contrix. Or just, set up a fake laptop for your cat to lay on. Level's almost over. That little log bridge means we're evening out here. Oof. Big time hurt on those logs. Come on, keep it together. Keep it together. Oh, so close. Let's move on to the following cutscene where things get really interesting. A dramatic discovery. A spare set of Dagulian's drums. Very interesting. Yeah, this one is a reaction time experiment. You have to just watch where the energy's flowing and manage it with the drums. This is just the D-pad. I'm not pressing anything special. Quite a few bones to pick. And Dagulian is refusing to be humorous about it. Bongos, yes. Oh, this is a pro pun stream, John. Lean in.
What the? Whoa.
Whoa! That's quite a backbeat I got going there.
Yeah, if you thought things were weird so far, it's only gonna get weirder. What's up, Yuga2? Good to have you here.
The first thing for somebody to realize that wants to know what the blues is, the first thing they gotta realize is that everybody has it. She, little baby, as soon as he comes out of mama and has the blues. You know, it's not a matter of not having the blues or not knowing, it's a matter of not recognizing, you know, what it is. It's just like we think that, you know, just because somebody's got $10 million, they're happy. I can't prove this, but this is how I figure it. If prison ain't the blues, man, I don't know what is. You know, there's been times when I've just been, you know, just down, like they say, so far I can't see where up is at, you know?
Big bones. After being torn apart, I gotta put myself back together again. This one is hard. Gosh, I really dislike this level. And that might be the wrong direction. I think I gotta go left first. Collect a piece and move on. Now I got my ribs back. Hope you rested well, Yuga2. Now I can go right. Come on, where's the good action? Oh, I guess not. There is no real specific indicator on which direction you have to go to get your next bone. Sometimes you gotta make mistakes on the way to your next bone. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, kind of has that feel, but in a whole other crazy way. And the fact that these guys regenerate, yeah, means you have to really, really stick it. You have to thread the needle there. All right, got my hips back. Can't detach arms and legs without ribs and hips. Got an, looks like an arm sitting right there, so thankfully not a long path. There we go. One arm, so there are 3 more phases to go. Let's try going this way again. Yeah. I just like how those skulls yawn out of existence. 2 arms, now time for 2 legs. I guess maybe I go to the right again. Oh boy. Ah! Fall down, you get set back by a limb. This is a Sega Saturn exclusive. Oh, I'm really playing with fire here. Gotta really thread the needle on these bounces right here. There we go. Oh no. I was in there. Hands are sweating. And in spite of what you think, this doesn't wrap around. I can't just go to the left. You have to go the direction it wants you to go. Oh gosh. Yeah, I gotta have my bone handles together. Especially getting bone blocked by... Gosh, that sucked. Sometimes you gotta live on the edge. Truly, we are in the bone zone. Or the Twilight Bone. Gotta dribble slow and low sometimes, or... Oh, there we go, Yes! Yep, your health bar is all the individual bones. All right, maybe I go to the left this time. Yep, I am Mr. Bones. Oh, maybe that's not... Oh, maybe that is the way. Or maybe I go to the right again, just out of sheer curiosity to see what kind of insanity awaits me over here. Unless there's a full-on bone barrier. Yep, barrier. Gotta go through that that mess on the left. Oh no, oh no, oh. I was cruising there for a second. It's like you have to take a running start at it. Oh my god, yes! Ooh.
in this world.
I don't know your story, man. I don't even know my own. But I gotta get out of here and stop that man from doing what he's doing. Can you help me?
Now we get to play a little bit of Tempest, I guess you could say. Into the vortex we go. Yeah, incredible CG for its time, especially for a game that just really didn't sell well either. Kind of crazy. Oh, got ribs. Yep, the level ends when you fully reassemble yourself. Got ribs, so I can only attach arms right now, but here comes some hips. Now I can start attaching limbs. There's a leg, just need the other leg, and I'm set. Nice and quick. And I love how there in the vortex you can hear clips of all the songs we've heard before. And that is the end of disc 1. Please insert other disc, because as it goes with Sega Saturn games, well, or CD games of the era, sometimes you had a couple of discs. So this is the perfect time for me to go ahead and take a break. I'm going to fire up some booty shaking tunes, and I should be back in about 15 minutes. Thank you all for coming out today and watching this very special game. All of you from all over the place, you're all delightful, and it doesn't matter how much you chat. If you're here for 5 minutes or 5 hours, it's all lovely to me. So I'll see you in a little bit.
We're taking a stream break. Regrettably, Manic is human, and he must do human things. We will resume in 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, and all the dear sweet souls who lie in between, I'm going to rock a 3-minute block of ads here to get rid of any pre-roll ads for incoming viewers. As always, your patience is appreciated, and we will resume with Disc 2 of Mr. Bones right after these messages. Damn you, Buttspot. Alrighty, it is time to come back from break here. Gonna leverage my overhead camera a little bit to give you an angle of my trusty Sega Saturn here. Told Spacey, her trying to figure out which data where. I'd assume it's Itachi subject. Oh, okay. Okay. I only have to understand half of that in order to get what you were punning. Itachi subject. Now it's clicking. Yeah, there was a lot going on last night. I don't think my brain could fully handle what was going on. Oh, yes, indeed. Mega Man hat, one of my absolute favorites, sitting on my head, courtesy of Hambelina being generous and wanting to contribute to the stream. So, as we did back in the olden days, out pops the old disc. Out pops disc 1, and in goes disc 2. And we're back at the BIOS here. And let's start application. And if all goes well, it should recognize... I don't know how Mr. Bones does this, but it should pick up right where... Yep, it does that. Don't know how it knows how to do that, but it does it. And this is the third auto-scroller. I just have to dodge everything. The trailer reveal, Crimson, was incredible because I tagged the creator of this game, one of the creators, Ed Annunziata, and he retweeted it. He actually acknowledged it, and he was happy that someone was actually streaming this and giving it attention. Because when everyone thinks Ed Annunziata, they think of Echo the Dolphin, but once I learned he was Mr. Bones as well, I'm like, yes, this dude's all about the unique stuff. There we go. Yes, Crimson, you are exactly what we needed. Rather pray for not having any cuts. See, you make every stream better, Crimson. Without fail. I don't know if there has ever been a person who made you feel bad for being an epic punster, Crimson, but you know what? In the context of video games and so much more, your puns add something to all of this. It helps us to relate to very weird games like this, even though the game has very relatable themes of isolation and loneliness and, you know, good versus evil, but also a love of the blues. Blues being the universal genre of music. Whatever you like, started with the blues. Nice little health refill. And I think this level's about 80% of the way over. Yep, there's the end. As expected in a level marker, you have to be fully complete. You gotta have all your bones in order to move on.
Do you think he's dead, Bob? course he's dead. Look at him. Maybe we should tie him up and be on the safe side. Up. Tie him up. What for? He's dead. Jim.
Oh, now what? Do I look like a shoe? Get these laces off me.
Oh no. Dagulian's walking bones will get no help from us. Dagulian is stealing my people. He's using them as slaves in his castle.
Little bitty slaves? Oh, that's too cruel. But I don't walk for Dagulian.
He uses arachnids. See?
Kidnapped by spiders? Oh, the weirdness never stops. I can help you. Look at me, sir. Look at my eyes.
You can stop the spiders from stealing my people?
Sure as my name is Mr. Bones. Now, get me out of this.
What?
First I fought bats, and now I fight spiders. Only one level of spiders, though. Off, you're gonna lose your mind over Crimson's costume. It's so good. Crimson gave me a preview, and I'm very honored. Any sneak peeks are not up to me, they're all up to Crimson. Nah. At least there's helpful little indicators of where the next spider is. Wow, I'm the only one. I'm honored, Crimson. Dang. Not a fan of wigs. Because you have so much hair of your own.
Thank you, Mr. Bones.
Don't mention it. Now, I gotta get out of here. Whoa! Careful with that leg bone, children. I'm a brittle man.
Bones, 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 bones. We're carrying a skeleton to an icy lake. We're carrying so carefully, he's never gonna break. Carrying a skeleton to an icy lake, and his name is Mr. Bones. Bones, 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 bones.
These next two levels are some of the most nightmarish levels that I've ever played in any video game. Hitman is challenging? Oh, I've definitely heard that about Hitman. So, a lot of this level is, to me, the real key to this level is you have to have it memorized, or you will have certain parts, or you will be immensely screwed on certain parts of it. You get to fall through the ice twice, and then that's it, you're dead. Yep, just like that. So you have to keep moving, and you have to make sure that you keep moving between spots that that have those little floaties down below. Those floating chunks of ice here will help to guide your way. And if you jump, yep, it sends that ice down below, and then you might really screw yourself. So you're working against physics, you're working against so much. Because you're sliding around, because obviously your bones can't grip. And then it feels incredibly chaotic the way that they place those little ice flows below the surface. I love the sort of Jaws theme going on with this level too. Really cranks up the intensity. Oh boy. I don't think you can liberate this one. We'll see. Nope, it stays in place. Some of them stay in place and some of them start moving on. Oh, that one does move on. Okay. I bet on ice it's really hard to sternum. Oh boy. To sternum. Wow. And yet, there's no way of knowing which chunk of ice is going to help you, or which piece is going to be a dead end. This level is really, really horrible. Oh hey, kind of. There aren't any real checkpoints, but getting to a full life refill like that is lets you know you're doing okay. Oh boy. Yeah. And even though you think you can visually tell where exactly you'll be safe when jumping, no, the game just said, screw you, my actual border on that is not where you think it is. So, yay, Girl Tricks back on the stream. Welcome to one of the worst levels in video gaming. Make sure that my energy is topped up here. If only there was some sort of glitch to help me clip through that corner there, but alas, I gotta face the ice like a real skeleton man. All right, now I have to jump to set this one free and then follow it. Just barely made that one. Dropkick channel, long time no see. What's going on, Mr. Bones? Oh man, thanks for keeping the subscription going, my friend. How are you? Another member of the, I believe it's four members of the Minnesota delegation are in the house. So I guess technically 5 because of the child involved. But yes, Dropkick, how are you? How are you? How's the wife? Everything holding down steady for you? Okay, I think I gotta take like a leap of faith here, so to speak. Just like that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Doing well. Lazy Saturday. Every lazy Saturday is a gift. I'm happy you got that go at Dropkick channel. If you want to give Dropkick Channel a follow, by all means, please do. Dropkick Channel every now and then drops a fat DJ set on a Friday night. You can wiggle your booty or any other parts of you that you enjoy wiggling. Oh no. Oh, not this part. Okay, I'm near the end, but here's the fun part. This is what's immensely fucked up about this part. I have to jump to set both of these free and keep jumping between them. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh Lord. Oh boy. And I think I get to do it again with these guys. Just absolutely evil game design right here. Don't have enough words for it. Panic Sloth, getting shit done. Yeah, that's your reward for getting well rested, right? That you have enough executive function left inside you to be productive instead of just having more fun. Oh my god. First try. Holy shit. Now this part, if I skip it, please understand, because this is even worse. Oh, see, I went the wrong direction. That's why it sucks. You have about 3 seconds to get your wits about you to realize what you're in the middle of. See, I'm gonna try this just one more time. Trapezoid, oh my gosh. Love it. From beneath the ice again. This time I'm going to press the correct direction on the D-pad. Oh gosh. Yeah, you get it now. Yeah, now we're navigating the icy lake from below, and thankfully it's short, but it's nightmarish all the same. Like, it's just, it's almost like it trolls you. Now it's time for Shadow Monster. An incredibly weird little sequence here. Come on. I gotta come back here while shadow things try to attack me. And then I have to reset that button by jumping on. Come on. Then I have to reset that button by jumping over here. Sneaky butterfly hiding over there. I can't believe you, Panic Sloth. You wanted the ASMR to go with Mr. Bones, so I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. Hopefully I can concentrate, and I hope you can also concentrate as we get moaning with each other. is actually one of my favorite sequences in the entire game. Oh, let's bring our bones back together. Let's head over to the Guardian and watch this unfold. Now that I've defeated the Shadow Monster, oh boy, what's at the end of this hallway? Some of you watch the trailer, know what's coming up here. We're at the bottom of a tri-moat. Let's go liberate this dinosaur, shall we? There's no end to the horrific things that Dagulian has unleashed upon this world. Now, this level is actually a rhythm game, too. Yeah, you can see here how you have to hit all of these butterfly screws on each side, and then there comes dodging of those things. Okay, now that there's a pattern to this, there is a method to this madness. Ori, oh my goodness, why did you have to join during ASMR? Because you know how this stream rolls, and you know what I like, Ori. So glad to have you here. Can we please get a shout out for Ori? A shout out for Ori would make my day. Oh yeah, bang those chains. Bang those chains. Let me see you struggle. And that was 3 minutes of ASMR. Thanks to Panic Sloth for redeeming the points. Appreciate you, Panic Sloth. Thanks for that little redeem. So, down goes the timer, and let's resume some normal things. How are you, Ori? Happy Saturday to you, you dear, sweet, loving human. Co-stream redemption is still on cooldown, yes. Oh boy. The big roar. But I am halfway there now. And now I can refresh my health. Yeah, Contrix, last night the Combat King came in and delightfully narrated the end of Twilight Princess HD. Now, that extra rock that falls down that hurts me is not entirely random. It alternates sides. So what I'm playing here is technically a rhythm game. Right, so now it's going to come at me from the left side again. Gonna get a little bit more mushrooms. That'll do, that's just enough mushroom. You were holding it down, Contrix. It's all good. No worries if you couldn't make it yesterday. Oh, here we go. Gotta survive. Nope. Okay, I'm good. Ooh. By the bone of my teeth.
Liberty is a sweet thing to savor. I do hope you'll forgive my aggressive and extremely rude behavior. My imprisonment made me somewhat testy, I'm afraid. Now, hop on. And hold on tight.
This level can be a tough one, because if you get kind of out of rhythm, it is hard to get back in. This is the Hall of Pain. This is the game's way of giving you Degoulian's backstory, as told through the medium of stained glass. Yep, every transition damages you, so you have to pick up health. Baby Degoulian with his mother having relatively normal childhood. But that is until little Degoulian started experimenting on dead rats. But little Degoulian and all of his experiments weren't taken too kindly by the local townsfolk, and he was judged harshly for his attempts with necromancy and other such dark arts. Thus, Degoulian was banished from the town. All right, 3 minutes of tiny voice as goes, as promised.
Kendricks wanted tiny voice, so he's getting tiny voice during this part. All right, let's resume here. So, Degoulian, the outcast. All of his experiments in necromancy meant he could no longer participate in polite society, but he found this abandoned castle on top of a hill. And so, in this abandoned castle, Degoulian continued his dark experiments with the dead, eventually leading to his creation of skeletism. Here he is brewing up and messing with things that maybe he should not be messing with. Here he is with his first project, reanimating his first skeleton. And here he is raising his army. His dark army that would go on to serve him to take over the world. His army has arisen. Degoulian has hatched his plot to take over the world. And the spiders shall reign supreme over the little people. Degoulian is a megalomaniac, so of course he's going to have this much stained glass in his very empty chapel. and Degulian will take over the world with his evil. I'm like, it's kind of hard to tell what time period this takes place in because you have this advanced techno stuff and electric guitars, but Degulian's origin story seems like it took place like 100 years ago. And now, the skeletism generator.
And that was 3 minutes of Tiny Voice, courtesy of Contrix. All right, all volume levels back to a good place. Let's work the skeletism generator. So this is kind of like asteroids. You have very little control over your direction. Actually, you do with L and R. I keep forgetting that. Honestly, yeah, a bunch of stained glass monuments to yourself. Who wouldn't like that? I can just hold down the B button. I don't have to mash it. That's good. There we go. All I had to do was fill up my energy bar. And now it's time for the weirdest level in the entire game.
Party is getting rough.
We're actually closing in on the end here, so stream might only be another.
Whoa, this cat is serious. What he needs is an attitudinal adjustment.
Yeah, stream might only be another like 20 minutes or so here. Mika, what's going on, Mika? Good to see you. Funny Bones. I have to tell jokes to advance. The frustrating part is I have no idea which button corresponds to which part of the joke.
Hey, is there an owl in here? Ooh. Knock, knock. Who's there? Hey, knock, knock. Who's there? Ooh. Hey, is there an owl in here?
I feel so alone. Gonna be a big old pile of them bones.
Well, your wife returns to you. What happens if you play the blues backwards? Well, your wife returns to you, your dog comes back to life, and you get out of prison. Why the Siamese twins? The other twin wanted. Why the Siamese twins moved to England? The other twin wanted to learn to drive. He didn't. Why didn't the chicken's skeleton cross the road? Why didn't the chicken's skeleton? He didn't have. Why didn't the chicken's skeleton cross the road? He didn't have any guts. He didn't know which write the number. Why couldn't the zombie? He didn't know. Why couldn't the zombie write the number 11? He didn't know which one came first. A papa squashed him. Three tomatoes were walking down the road. A papa, a mama, and a baby tomato. And pretty soon the baby tomato started falling behind. So Papa Tomato went back, squashed him flat and said, "Catch up." What goes? What goes? A zombie driving. What goes? A zombie driving through a flashing red light.
A what?
What goes?
Got set back here.
What goes? A zombie driving through a flashing red light.
There we go. There's a little bit of a timing element to it.
Now, because why are we here? Why are we here? Because now, because they don't want us there. Why are we here? Because they don't want us there.
Oh, so close.
Now, why are we here? Because they don't want us there.
Hundreds of years to make this night possible. I even prolonged my life with vampire blood.
What do you got for it besides 1,000 acres of stony lonesome?
A canvas of black. And one little white speck would ruin everything.
Me.
But I see red skies ahead now, Mr. Bones.
Thank you, ma'am. That's exactly what I need.
And this is the final level. Gotta save the world with the power of rock and roll. Los Endos. Oh, I was so low on health. It was bound to happen. That's okay. Gotta love mid-90s CG. Just produced as cheaply as can be for video games. But the music for the end here absolutely shreds, so it's totally worth doing. It's a little bit like the drum challenge. Oops. I have to discharge. Uh-oh. Let's enjoy the ending.
Gotcha. Oh, now we ain't gonna go through all this again now, are we?
What do you expect to extract? Will you stick a pipette into the heart of darkness? Puppy dog tails?
Excuse me, but didn't you say you had vampire blood?
Shut up! I'll turn you into toothpicks and give you gluttons who eat nothing but gristle.
Behind you, man!
What's the alternative to evil anyway? Good? Ha!
Excuse me, but the sun?
Show me a good man, and I'll show you a hypocrite. Show me a hypocrite, and I'll show you evil waiting to happen. And I've waited long enough. Centuries.
night belongs to me!
The night's over, man.
The long-red night has just begun!
I hate to break it to you.
What?
Not much of a listener, was he? She has no body, and I have no skin. Oh, it could work out. It could happen.
And what I think I'm going to do here, there's an extra. I have a copy of the studio soundtrack that they put out for this game, and it has this really neat little hidden track at the end. That's way loud. Studio soundtrack has this really neat little thing at the very end of it. This sort of a hidden track kind of thing, and I want to play that for you at the very least, just to kind of punctuate. It's this really neat little character moment for Mr. Bones on the hidden track in the soundtrack. So I'm gonna mute that and.
This is Mr. Bones, children, and I don't know much. I'm missing my skin, my nose, my hair. I'm missing every vital part a person needs to live, but I'm still moving on. No, maybe it's memories that keeps me going. Maybe the good old times are chirping like crickets in this cage of bones. Summers were best when shadows were short and the air was thick. Sitting on the shady porch with an old guitar, picking the old tunes and flipping over the June bugs as they landed on the porch. They're watching the young ladies in their cotton dresses cool their feet in the creek. The boys walk by with their poles and hooks on their way down to the fishing hole. So hot, the dogs lay under the houses, paws twitching in their sleep, chasing rabbits in the cool world of dreams. Just sitting with a jar of sunshine tea, God's own dew in a bottle, watching the sun pass over the trees. You know, Mama might make a pie later on when the sun's gone past the world again. She's got blueberries laid by. You know, it's good for a man to sit in the shade, feeling the heat in the marrow of his bones. And when the sun goes in, it's good to sit with your kin and friends, talking slow, singing low, waiting till it's cool enough to lie down. Now here's what I believe. The night might be full of sudden storms, and clouds as big as planets might hide the stars, and the moon might hide its face from every living thing. But we all will lie happy in our beds because we know that morning will come again and the sun will rise once more. Yes, sir, the sun will rise once more.
That's just such a fun little extra thing to add some context to Mr. Bones' character. I love it so very much. They just decided to put that on the studio soundtrack. And if you're in my Discord, go look in the boombox if you would like the soundtrack. There might be a little something hiding in there for you, assuming you have the disk space for it. About 250 megabytes, I believe. But with that, it's gonna go ahead and be time to get out of here. So thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. Just a short little one-off stream. Tomorrow, also kind of a one-off stream. Tomorrow's going to be Clock Tower, the Super Nintendo. The inspiration for where Hambelina changed her username. We're going to have some really fun times with it. I haven't gotten all of the endings. I'm going to try to get some more of those going. The game is hilarious. It's unintentionally hilarious, but it is hilarious nonetheless, and I can't wait to rock some Clock Tower with you all. So with that, we are going to go on a little bit of a raid here. I don't get to raid her often, and I'm so happy that I can. It is a Manic Panic. We're going to go hang out with Phoenix Pearl, dear sweet Mexican video gaming princess. Give her all the love possible. She is an absolute sweetheart. Currently playing some Fatal Frames, so the spooky vibes will continue. Crimson Blades is one of her moderators at that. So I'm going to take off. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my Saturday. Maybe you'll do the same, but I will see you tomorrow afternoon. Going to be a little bit later in the day. But yeah, let's go give Phoenix Pearl some love. It is a Manic Panic. Take care.